What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So we're going to do a stimulus package, stimulus check update. We're going to take a look at the jobs report because that came out yesterday. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We're also going to talk about veterans because veterans, they've been left out for a third time when it comes to stimulus checks. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the Get My Payment portal. So it should be available now. They should have updated it by now. So you should be able to check to see if you will be receiving a stimulus check next week. And then we're going to talk about the Senate parliamentarian and this infrastructure proposal, because they are trying right now. Congress is trying, or at least the majority leader in the Senate is trying to see if we can do another budget reconciliation. And this is going to go through the Senate parliamentarian. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please hit the like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. And I'll just look at an article real quick when it comes to the jobs numbers. So just reading the title here, jobs report blows past expectations as payrolls boom by 916,000 in March. And this job growth beat the Dow Jones estimates of 675,000. So it's the fastest growing since August of 2020. So we're on the right track. You have leisure, you have hospitality. They're showing the biggest gains, which is good. Construction is also showing gains. So we're on the right track, and this is really good news because we're moving into the new normal. We're not going to be going back to the way things were. Obviously, this took a year to get us to this point. So there are going to be some changes when it comes to businesses and how they run their business just because of this whole virus and how it can just completely shut down a country, shut down a world. I mean, every country was affected by this. So we'll have to see what the new normal is, but it's good to see that the numbers are starting to move in the right direction, and they're starting to move fast. And I know that this argument, there's an argument out there. Well, we didn't need this stimulus package because look, we're booming. We're getting back to everyone's getting back to work and all that. That's not. Don't move so fast when it comes to that. We still have a long way to go. And you have to understand, a lot of people lost their jobs. So this increase is a lot of people going back to work. That's what this is. So we still need to move forward. Don't think that we're out of the woods already. We still need this infrastructure bill, and we could potentially still need another stimulus package later down the road. We don't know. Some of these companies have gone out of business, and so we want them to start up another company and start doing the same thing they're doing before, or do something different. But we definitely have a ways to go, and we might need funding, additional funding to help these businesses, additional funding to help people who are still struggling. I mean, let's face it, if you struggled all last year and you lost your job and your bills just piled up, it's going to take a while for you to be able to pay those bills off. And you might need some more assistance when it comes down to that as well. So we're on the right track, but we still have a long way to go. Okay, when it comes to the Get My Payment portal, let's talk a little bit about that. So the IRS indicated that on the 3rd and the 4th, so today and tomorrow, they're going to be updating their system. So they said wait till the weekend to start looking at the Get My Payment portal. And so now is the weekend, so you can start looking to see if they've updated it. So you can check today. If they haven't updated today, I wouldn't keep going back to the Get My Payment portal. I'd actually just check it once. If it doesn't show an update, then wait until tomorrow. Check it tomorrow and see if there's an update then. However, already this morning, I've had some people notify me and let me know in the comment section that they show a pending and that they'll be receiving their check hopefully on the 7th. That's when it's showing. So that's good news. And I've also had people who have Direct Express accounts let me know that they see pending in their account and it's showing for April 7th. So we're moving in the right direction when it comes to these stimulus checks, and hopefully the vast majority of people will receive their stimulus checks by next week. However, not everyone will receive their stimulus checks by next week because veterans have been left out again. So if you're a non-filer, if you're a veteran, you're a non-filer, so you don't file taxes, they have not given a date yet. The IRS has not given a date for when you will receive your stimulus check. And this is really, really unfortunate because this has happened all 3 times. So the CARES Act, the same situation. Veterans were last. The $600 stimulus check, the same thing. Veterans were last. And now we're looking at this situation here. Veterans are last. Veterans should have been first. I've said this from day one when I started talking about the stimulus check stuff last year. But for whatever reason, And we've had different administrations. For whatever reason, the veterans are last. So hopefully, they're saying by mid-April, veterans should receive their stimulus checks. We'll have to keep following this to see where it goes. And that's why you want to subscribe, hit the little bell notification, because any information that comes out about this, I will make sure to do a video, even if it's just a 3-minute video, just letting you know, hey, check the, and you can't even check the Get My Payment portal. Veterans can't even check the Get My Payment portal because their information is not in there yet. So as soon as that's available, I'll let you know, so you can go and check that and give you an idea of when you can receive your stimulus check. But yeah, just it's one of those situations where I don't understand why it's this way, but unfortunately, that is the way it is. I mean, we've seen it all 3 times. They haven't made any adjustments when it comes to the order and how they send out these stimulus checks. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about is the infrastructure bill, and I mainly want to talk about the Senate parliamentarian because they thought that she might have ruled yesterday on Friday, but she didn't. And so as soon as she rules, I'll let you guys know that as well. But what we're looking at right now, so we have this infrastructure bill, or this proposal at this point. And so what they want to do is they want to get this passed. However, you need 60 votes in the Senate because of the filibuster. And so what Senator Schumer wants to do, the majority leader, he wants to revise the current budget reconciliation so it'll allow them to do it again. And so they can use it for this infrastructure bill. No, they're going to need to use it for the infrastructure bill because they're not getting any support from the Republicans already. They've already come out and said, look, we're not going to raise taxes. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. And so this is one of those situations where we're going to have to see another budget reconciliation. And so the plan at this point is to let the Senate parliamentarian decide on it. Now, if she decides against it and says, you know what, it's not something that can be done, well, they still have an option. And so if she rules against it, what they can do is they can do a budget resolution for 2022. They can do it early. They don't have to wait until September 30th to do budget resolution for the new fiscal year. They can do it at any time. So once they open up a budget resolution, that will open up budget reconciliation, and they can add that infrastructure bill to that. So that's another option that they can use. We'll have to follow it and see where it goes. This is definitely going to be a big bill, but I think it will be beneficial to a lot of people, even corporations. And corporations will be taxed at a higher rate. However, they're going to benefit from this as well. And you have to think of it like this when it comes to corporations. If you have roads, bridges, if you improve those things, it helps these corporations get their product to the people that much faster. And so when it comes down to it, even if their taxes are raised, they might be able to be more efficient with how they're getting their products to people, especially if you're building new roads and new bridges, because now you might have different routes that you can take that can get that product to the people faster. And you can, as a corporation, you can get the products that you need in order to make your products faster. So it will benefit everyone. Well, that's all I have for you guys today, but I do have a question for you. And the question is this: is your stimulus check showing pending for next week? So that's what I want you guys to let me know. Let me know if it's showing pending. If you guys have any other questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.